Hey, welcome back to the Entrepreneur's Blueprint. I'm Courtney Cook, and if you're new here, this is where we get into the real operational conversations that most people don't always want to talk about. And today, I want to talk about something that I have been thinking about a lot lately because I'm right in the middle of it with a client. I'm working with a founder right now who has built a genuinely beautiful, beautiful, beautiful business. And I mean that. She has a loyal customer base, a product or products that people love and adore. And there has been years of hard work behind her. And when you look at her on paper, she should feel really good about where she is. And when we first sat down together, she described to me that she felt like she was constantly reacting, and every week there's something else for her to tackle, whether it's a fire or a new decision that needed her in customer service, a new design that needed to be dealt with or created, a new thing to figure out, and she's constantly doing it all without any real sense of what she should be working on first. Should she be coming in and jumping into those customer service questions? Should she be coming in and checking emails from her vendors? What is the very first thing she needs to get done? And I want to sit with that for a second because I think a lot of you probably know exactly what that feels like. You open up your laptop in the morning and you don't know exactly where to start. So you default to email because at least that feels productive. You can start, cranking away. It looks like then you have a running list of things that need to get done, but you never actually get to them because the urgent stuff just keeps crowding and it crowds out all the other important things, the things that would actually move the needle. It also might look like laying awake at night. And I do this all the time. You lay awake mentally, just cycling through everything you didn't finish that day, or maybe a few days ago. All the things that you're behind on, everything that you're not sure you're even handling correctly. And then it looks like making decisions that used to feel easy. And now you're feeling like you're second guessing yourself because you're not sure if you have the full picture. Am I pricing this right? Is this the right person to hire? Should I launch this now or should I wait? Should I buy this little additional thing to go with it? You used to have conviction and you used to be super decisive, but lately it feels like you're just guessing or putting a finger to the wind. And maybe the hardest part is this. You can't point to just the one thing that's wrong. You can't put your finger on, oh, if this changed, everything would feel different. Or, that feeling of like, it's this, and this. The business is still running. Customers are still buying, but something still feels off and you can't quite name it, which makes it even harder to fix. You have this feeling of you're tired. You love, love, love the work, but you're tired. Your customers still come back to you and they want more, but you're still feeling like you're walking on eggshells. You feel uneasy. You feel scared. This isn't a work ethic problem. You have been working so hard for so long. And it's not a passion problem either. You know that what you're delivering is what people want and you're excited about it and they're excited about it. This is an operational problem. You don't know exactly what to do next. Have you felt like, I don't exactly know what to do next? What it produces is this specific kind of exhaustion. This exhaustion it's hard to explain to people who haven't felt it. To your friends that aren't business owners, they've never felt this. And it's different as a business owner. It's just different. From the outside, the business looks fine and everybody looks at you and it's like, oh, you're so lucky. You're so lucky you get to call the shots. And on the inside, you're like, yeah, I am lucky. But on the other hand, I'm also carrying the weight of 100 unresolved questions. You're carrying the weight of making payroll. You're carrying the weight of helping employ these other people in your business. You're carrying the weight of still delivering to your customers. You're carrying the weight of this whole business. And none of those questions are getting answered because you're too busy running the day-to-day of your business and you don't ever stop and look at the whole picture clearly. And that's exactly where we started with this client. We are starting from the beginning. We're looking at the whole picture from the beginning. I'm this third party that comes in. I don't have rose colored glasses. I've seen it all. I know exactly what the Monarch method says and what that framework shows, exactly what we need to have in place. So we started with an ops health check. I came in and I did the full diagnostic. I'm looking at their team structure, the financials, the product margins, your systems, your processes, and how well the execution actually maps out to the vision. What's your long-term vision? And then I told this client the truth. I told her the truth of what needs to happen next. What they initially came to me with of like, hey, we need X, Y, and Z done. We will get to that. We will absolutely get to that. But there are really critical things that need to happen first. We're looking at what's working and what's not. And most importantly, just as I said, we are looking at what needs to happen first. Within a week of that 90-minute session of this ops health check call, this founder now has a roadmap in her hands. She has a full roadmap of exactly what needs to happen next. It's not a vague list of suggestions. It's an actual prioritized roadmap that tells her exactly where to focus in the next 90 days and beyond. So let me just scroll through this here. The final document that I walked her through is 12 pages long. I mean, it's 12 pages. And I need to highlight there are so many really great things happening. None of this is all happening because they have grown so quickly, which is praise God. Praise God for that. But there are a lot of foundational things. We have to make sure we build this foundation in a really, really strong way to continue. So I've still been hanging out in the book of Luke in the Bible, and I am on Luke chapter 6, verse 46. And this section is a parable called Build Your House on the Rock. Why do you call me Lord, Lord, and not do what I tell you? Everyone who comes to me and hears my words and does them, I will show you what he is like. He is like a man building a house who dug deep and laid the foundation on the rock. And when the flood arose, the stream broke against that house and could not shake it because it had been well built. But the one who hears and does not do them is like a man who built a house on the ground without a foundation. When the stream broke against it, immediately it fell, and the ruin of the house was great. We can go on and chase revenue all day and chase the next thing. Let's try wholesale. Let's try Etsy. Let's try the next thing. But if you don't have the foundation built, you are going to feel exhausted. You are going to become confused. You are going to find yourself becoming less and less decisive. So here's what changes. She's going to have the roadmap, and we're going to come alongside her and help with the implementation. And she's going to sit down on a Monday morning and she's going to know what she's working on. Not because she's a different person and not because her business magically became simpler, but because she has a document that made the decision for her. The guesswork is done and she knows what's first, what's second, and what can wait. She's going to be able to look at her team in the eye and lead with confidence because she's not just reacting to whatever they need, whatever came up. She has a direction. And when you have a direction, your whole posture as a leader completely changes. She's going to stop carrying the low grade anxiety that comes from not knowing if you're even working on the right things. You know, that particular weight, the one that just follows you into your evenings, into your weekends, wakes you up at night, that is going to lift. Now, we're all human and things will ebb and flow, but it will be different. And it's not because every problem is solved, but because you finally know exactly what you're solving for. That direction is laid for you. She's going to start making decisions faster because clarity is a decision-making tool. When you know your priorities, you stop deliberating over every fork in the road. The roadmap becomes the filter. Does this align with what I'm focused on right now? Yes or no? And maybe most importantly, she is going to get her confidence back. The kind of confidence that doesn't come from having a perfect business. It comes from understanding your business, from knowing what's actually going on inside it and having a plan that addresses it. That is exactly what this roadmap gives you. The roadmap doesn't mean the work gets easy, but it does mean you stop wasting energy on the wrong things. And what would it look like if you spent your energy on the right things? That will change everything. So here's why I'm telling you this right now. I have 3 more spots open in May to do this exactly for 3 more founders. For these 3 founders, the first 3, I am offering this Ops Health check at a price of $397. And once those 3 spots are filled, that price will go away and the full price is actually $500. Honestly, it's worth every penny, either at the $400 or $500 price point. It is so worth it because what you're buying is clarity. You are buying the answer to what do I actually do next? What should I be focused on? What should I not be focused on? You come in, we spend 90 minutes together. I dig into your business, and within a week, you have a document in your hands that tells you exactly where to focus. No more spinning and no more second guessing when you open your computer what you should do first. If this is something that you need right now, go to monarchcoo.com/ops-health-check to book your spot. And I will also link that link in the show notes for easy access. I have 3 spots, $397 in May only, and I would love, love, love to help bring you some clarity in your business as you move forward. All right. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Entrepreneur's Blueprint. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave me a review. Please share this with a friend. If you want to find relief similar to this, please look no further. Let's find this clarity for you. It's a really low investment to at least get started. We can either let you take it and run with it from there, or we can come alongside you and help support you as you implement it going forward. All right. Thank you so much again, and I'll talk to you next week.